So welcome back to the rebuild career mode here with FC 25 Manchester City. We have, of course, rebuilt the side over the past episodes. So we have built a good side, a side that is struggling at the moment. Absolutely not quite gelled together yet. And there's still probably some holes in this team that you can pick out and say that we need improvements in. Maybe you could say in the wide areas. Maybe you could even say at centre-back. That could be an issue for this side. But in today's episode, we've got our first win and last one. I'm looking for a lot more wins in today's episode, if possible. And kicking things off is a chance to see some of our rotation players. Some players have not played so much so far in the Carabao Cup. Away we go against Championship side Sunderland. Well, it's a side today for Sunderland. We are going with a rotated side. We're going back to the 4-2-3-1 to fit these players in the positions that we want to fit them in. Some players that have not played much football are getting a chance today. The midfield is looking quite stronger, if I say so myself. So Stefan Ortega makes his first start of the season in goal. It's Rico Lewis, Vita Heis, Manu Akanji and Andrea Cambiasso, the back four. Edison and Wharton part of midfield two with James McAtee in front. It's Oscar Bob on the right, Jeremy Dock on the left, and Omar Mamouche plays at striker. We've got Haaland on the bench if we do need him, with Savinho and Xavi Simons and Ruben Diaz, the real sort of first team players. They're joined by Claudio Echeverri, Liven Mokasa, who could make his first ever City appearance, the youngster, Nico Riley and Max Elaine. Loris Karius is the third choice goalkeeper. I'll look to try and get Elaine in there to just try and test his quality today. O'Reilly as well, I think, deserves game time, as well as Echeverri and Xavi Simons. And then it's down to what else is needed in the game, if we need to bring maybe Savinho on for Bob, who's tired, and so on. We're here at the Stadium Light for the kick-off of the Carabao Cup, a competition that we do want to go and win this season. The current holders are Newcastle, who won their first trophy in over 70 years, beating Liverpool in the final. This Manchester City side that we put out today is a rotated side, but certainly a side strong enough to come and beat Sunderland here today. Without a doubt, we have the quality too. Sunderland wanted to get back in the Premier League. I'm surprised they didn't. West Brom seem to have just made it ahead of them. But they continue to develop, continue to invest in this side. And I suspect one day, probably soon in this career mode, if not next season, we'll see Sunderland back in the Premier League. So this is certainly not going to be a simple game for Manchester City in the Carabao Cup against a very low down side. They're going to be pretty difficult to play, Sunderland, and City have to be decent enough to try and beat them today. They've got some good players in there. Joe Bellingham is the real key man in that midfield that is stand out. Also the likes of O'Nien, Pembele in the back line, and Mayenda up top, and they've got some really good options on the bench like Wilson, Isidore and some others as well. So definitely a team we've got to be careful of. They could easily cause an upset in the Carabao Cup here today. Here's Rico Lewis, back to James McAtee. Cambiasso drifting in from midfield here, from full back into midfield. Cambiasso, saved! Marmouche in the rebound, heads it wide. But what a run from Cambiasso from full-back. Joao Cancelo style, that is what we want him to do. Oscar Bob inside. Oscar Bob, it's a sliding challenge by Churkin, which is a fair one. Akanji lose the header again. Peter Heiss in there. Cambiasso dropped. What is Akanji doing? Roberts. Patrick Roberts here, saved by Ortega. Kept in by Rico Lewis, but Manu Akanji looks the weakest player in the field here. Bob. Mamouche. In behind to Bob. He's onside here, Bob. I'm sure of it. Here's Oscar Bob. Takes it too wide. He's going to pull it back. Mamouche. Wharton. Adam Wharton tries to place it and tipped to the mat by Bishop in behind for a corner. McAtee. Sliding challenge by O'Nien's a good one. McAtee's lost it. Kanji in there straight away. Full back. Beats Rico. Renata's here, City. Wharton with a foot in, he can't stop it, what a ball through. Sunderland in here! Oh, just past the post by Mayenda, should score. City opened up on the counter. Here Cambiasso. McAtee. Cambiasso runs to create McAtee a bit of space. And McAtee on to Marmouche here. And Marmouche across to Jeremy Doku! And City do take the lead just before half-time. Marmouche to Doku, and Doku scores. He's found himself in a central position. And City had the lead over Sunderland here. They've had chances as well. And I feel they're going to come up very aggressive in that second half, because they feel that the game could be there to be won. Lewis then steps out, misses the challenge, and Vita Heis is across in the box here. And he's tucking down the box, and the referee gives a penalty. That is Rico Lewis on you. Absolutely on Rico Lewis, who's coming off at half-time for that. Unacceptable mistake. Mundell is fouled by Heis, and Ortega's going to save the penalty from Joe Bellingham. He's down the middle, and Sunderland equalise. We're going in at 1-1. Rico Lewis, an unforgivable mistake once again before our time. Sunderland 1, City 1, Joe Bellingham scores. And I'm sick of this mistakes in this side. No. Back out to the edge of the box towards Wharton. Cambiasso. Cambiasso! Cambiasso! Brilliant goal from fullback from Andrea Cambiasso, who gets his first Manchester City goal here in the Carabao Cup today. Played in, and he scores. Left-footed finish. Wharton with the assist. Just goes through it. Good dribbling. And with the left foot, it's a great finish from the fullback into that top left-hand corner. Cambiasso makes it 2-1, and City are back in front here. Kanji steps out. Should do better, Manu. Should do so much better. Spacing behind us again here. Edison getting back in the midfield. Should make the challenge, doesn't do. Sunderland weaving. Shot here! Off the post! What a chance for Sunderland. Given away to Echivere, and Claudio Echivere for Manchester City. Echivere runs on this wide area. Echivere. Echivere. Brilliant. On to Edison here. Edison! Mamouche in the turn. Back out to Wharton. Slides in to win it. That is full time. And winning the Carabao Cup, but only just. It's a hard-fought win against Sunderland away at the Stadium of Light. We are through to next round. A 2-1 win. And City made that difficult for themselves at times, didn't we? Well, things certainly don't get any easier for this Manchester City side, because we have now got a game against Liverpool. Away at Anfield we go. Mo Salah, they've managed to keep hold of him. They've brought in quite a lot of new signings. Mamardashvili is the new goalkeeper. Romero, Antonio Silva and Joel Hatto go into that back line alongside Trent, who they've managed to retain. Chiesa starts on that left. Timori's on the bench. Rodrigo Di Paul is there as well. They have won 3 and lost 2 in their last 5. They're in 6th place. We're in 9th. So they're not that far ahead of us. But away at Anfield, City have got a very bad record here. And the form we're in at the moment, the way we're playing, I don't see it changing. We've got some really tired legs on the side, so we have made some changes today. On the bench especially. One of the big calls is that Omar Mamouche is not going to play today. He's going to be on the bench today, despite being fully fit. Phil Foden's going to start alongside Erling Haaland. Xavi Simons has been given the nod on the right and Savinho on the left. Edison is going to partner Rodri in the midfield too, although I'm thinking that actually Nico should be in that position. But I'm going to give Edison the nod today. Diaz, Cristiano, Frimpong and Vardiol with the back four. Diogo Costa, of course, starts in goal. On the bench, we've got Omar Mamouche for that impact substitution. He's probably the first name to come off the bench. Echivere, McAtee, Nico, Wharton, Cambiasso, Rico Lewis, and Max Lane is on the bench with you know, Vita Heist, the fourth choice, being a little bit tired. Kasanovi's tired as well, despite being in the starting 11. But we're going to go with that, and hopefully Foden drifting around Haaland will be really good today. Maybe Mamouche has to come on though. Well, away at Anfield, what a difficult place to come. We have had a rather lacklustre start to the Premier League season, with these players still feeling like they need to gel together and create something as a team. Pep Guardiola, I think, still figuring out his best team, the best players. Mamouche expected to start, wasn't he, really? But he's not in there today. Liverpool have made a lot of signings, and it looks like the team they're starting with is nowhere near the team we saw predicted in their starting 11. There's lots of changes in there. They're captained by Romero, who has moved to Liverpool from Spurs. Konate has gone from Liverpool the other way, and then you've also seen Virgil van Dijk move to Arsenal. Liverpool had a lot of changes in their side from Arne Slot, and that's strange considering they're a Premier League winning side last season. I am interested in how they do line up, because their midfield doesn't look particularly strong. Tyler Morton, I think, starts in there. Maybe Steven Bajcetic as well. Alisson's left. Mamardashvili is now number 1. And I think that Liverpool really aren't the side they were of last season. I don't think they were strong, despite Slot maybe thinking otherwise. Well, handshakes between the captains, Rodri and Cristian Romero. Former Spurs man, who makes the strange decision to move to Liverpool. Arne Slot clearly thought he was the aggressive centre-back they were missing. And you can see that they're starting 11. Just by the players lined up there, Chiesa, McAllister, but there's quite a few that I have to say are unrecognisable to me. And that makes me feel like they're not top players. So this is Arne Slot's current title-holding Liverpool side here as they go to try and win at Anfield. In goal starts Georgi Mamardashvili. There's Bradley, Romero, Camuso and Beck, the back four. Granville, McAllister midfield 2. Then Scallon, Chiesa and Soboslai supporting Diogo Jota. No Mo Salah, he's on the bench. Chiesa. Vardiol beaten, and it's Federico Chiesa, and Ruben Diaz across to him. Chiesa looking to pull it back. Soboslai from range here, and Costa over the bar. First shot of the game falls Liverpool's way. Dominic Soboslai pulls the trigger. Diogo Costa keeps it out. Vardiol steams this one away up to Phil Foden, who actually takes it really well. Foden on the turn as well, and Foden in towards Xavi, and Xavi's away here. And brilliant from Xavi, and Xavi across. And Erling Haaland surely can't miss. And 2 shots in the opening 8 minutes. And Manchester City score through Erling Haaland. Xavi finally turns provider. And Haaland gives City the lead at Anfield. What a start this. This game is chaotic. Xavi Simons, what a ball. And Erling Haaland past the big Georgian Mamadashvili. Fires it in. Roof the net. What a finish. No chance the goalkeeper to stop that one. Arne Slot's frustrated. We need to get a hold of this game and a control in this game now. Haaland scores. Simons provides. City 1, Liverpool 0 within 8 minutes. What a start for Manchester City. On the counter. Oh, Kusanov makes the challenge. Can't keep it. Liverpool run away here. And Frimpong with a foot in. And Diaz can't stop them. And Costa makes the save. And Costa punches it on the rebound. Edison heads it down as far as Soboslai. Another shot here from Liverpool. Costa makes the save. But already, Costa's been called into action quite a few times here. Massive trouble. Big trouble. Soboslai. Runner in there. Vardiol leaves him. Costa makes another brilliant save. What a sign he is, by the way, the goalkeeper. Into Erling Haaland. He's got to hold it up well. Got to be brave in possession today. Phil Foden. Rodri. Into Vardiol. Edison. That wide towards Savinho. Savinho past the fullback. Brilliantly done. Across to the box here. Haaland is there. Erling Haaland gets the header. Across that near post. He's got to head it down. We've managed to calm the game down a little bit. Here's Xavi Simons. A great ball wide to Frimpong here. And Frimpong with the ball in. And Haaland is there with a header. Oh, it should be 2. Great ball in by Jeremy Frimpong. Haaland should score, I feel that. Which can be a bit of a problem. Rodri on the corner to Frimpong. Foden. Frimpong. Xavi. Back through to Frimpong again. Brilliant again from us. Frimpong's in. Frimpong shoots. Frimpong scores. 2-0 at Anfield for Manchester City. I said, could this start our season? We've rolled out look a bit with defensive problems. But 2-0 now, and Xavi gets his 2nd assist of the game. Brilliant by him on that right-hand side with Frimpong. Plays him in. Frimpong's through. Could he go to Haaland? Frimpong says no. From fullback, he'll get the goal himself. Fires it into that top left-hand corner. Brilliant for the man who came through this City youth system. He's been a champion in Scotland. He's been a champion in Germany as well. And he wants to be a champion in England up next. Jeremy Frimpong, brilliant finish. Manchester City 2, Liverpool 0 at Anfield. And Arne Slot can't believe it. Edison. Savinho. Edison. Foden stood off him. Foden hits it! Foden! Oh! Cracks the crossbar. With a vicious strike, Phil Foden. Into Edison. It's passed by Vardiol. Edison flies in there. He makes a late challenge. It's pulled by Vardiol. Let's let us down there a little bit. And here's Soboslai, who's probably been the most impactful player for Liverpool. He plays up and over the top here to Jota. Costa's come out to claim it. It's felt to a Liverpool player a few times here. Someone's gone down the box. They've given a penalty. Really? What for? What is the penalty for? What? Costa against McAllister. McAllister scores. 2-1, Liverpool back in it. That's never a penalty. But that's the sort of penalty you get at Anfield, isn't it, against you? Never a penalty. Liverpool pull one back, 2-1. In full control of tie. One pass by Vardiol, which is very poor to Edison. He gives it away. They get a chance. And they score 2-1. Diaz. Kusanov. I'm not happy messing it around with the back here, but I want to keep possession as well. Into Savinho. Foden. Haaland. Savinho sent him away from Bradley. Savinho across him. Savinho! 3-1 Manchester City. And I think that seals all 3 points at Anfield. Savinho with a strike off this left-hand side. An assist for Erling Haaland. And City are flying here. Could this start our season? This really could be the start of our season here. Brilliant play. Savinho's in. And Savinho scores. On comes Nico. On comes Cambiasso. On comes Marmouche. Haaland. Kusanov. Off. Swisson turns. Gravenberch. Vardiol in there. Vardiol can't stop it. Vardiol takes down the player. It's a big mistake by Vardiol. It could be a red card, this, for Vardiol. It's only a yellow. That's lucky. Because He's spun by Jota. I just come through him to try and take him. I mean, Diaz intercepts it anyway. This could be a Liverpool goal, though, from a set piece. So we've got to be careful here. It's Dominic Szoboszlai! Brilliant free kick from Szoboszlai, 3-2. Well, this result will make Liverpool look better than they are, because 3-2 is not the case. It's a fantastic free kick from the Hungarian, up and over the wall, into the top corner. Costa beaten by a free kick and a penalty. Other than that, he's been amazing. It's going to be a nervy last few minutes here for Manchester City here at Anfield, but we could get a win here for the first time in a long time. First time with a crowd in for a long time. Last chance maybe for Liverpool to counter. That is full time, a 3-2 win at Anfield. What a massive win for this City side. So difficult, but we come out on top. And if we can improve our little mistakes that give away the goals, we're in a title race this year. We've just beaten the champions away from home. Well, final game of today's episode is going to be Champions League action. We managed to get a 4-4 draw against Leipzig. We're in the Champions League now. We're going to be facing off against Atletico Madrid. Julian Alvarez returns to the Etihad, and you can see they've made some new signs in the transfer window. They've brought in Malo Gusto. Rafael Guerreiro has been acquired, as well as Giovanni Reina in that side. Canati, Brian Brodby. I mean, we know the way Simeone's side play. Sit back, hit teams on the counter. This is going to be a very difficult game for Manchester City. They play kick and rush, attacking, counter-attacking football. Alvarez is the key man to look out for. We know him so well. We want to try and get 3 points in the Champions League, but at the moment, we've got a really difficult running with games. They don't get easy until the last 3 or 4. Well, this aside for Manchester City today against Atletico Madrid, with a few little changes in the starting 11 and a bit of a tactical change actually today. Diego Costa starts in goal. We've got a very tired back line. Vardiel fills in at centre-back once again alongside Diaz, with Cambiasso and Frimpong in those full-back areas. Captain Rodri partners Nico in the midfield too, and it's a front four today of Marmoush and Haaland together. Foden on the right and Simons on the left. Savinho is very tired, so he doesn't get into the side. Doku very tired as well. Oscar Bob very tired. So those players miss out on the squad today. Echivere, McAtee are the attacking players on the bench. Nico Riley comes into the bench as well as Edison, Wharton, Akanji, Heiss and Rico Lewis. For whatever reason, I don't know if it's a training programme, but they are so tired. That is something perhaps I need to change. And tactically, what we're going to do is play Foden and Simons very narrow alongside Marmoush and Haaland. Play a very narrow front four, and Frimpong and Cambiasso very wide in the wide areas, attacking fullbacks. Hopefully, that makes for a very difficult game for Atleti, because they're going to play very defensive. So here at the Etihad Stadium for Manchester City versus Atletico Madrid, the previous Champions League game also played at the Etihad. We got a 4-4 draw with Bayer Leverkusen, played really well, but defended really poorly. Atleti are actually now captained by England international Conor Gallagher, who leads the two sides out. Diego Simeone's side, we know what to expect from them. An aggressive approach, a defensive approach, a side that wants to sit back and hit on the counter. And we know who the key man is. It's Julian Alvarez, who comes out here alongside Alexander Sorloth. Little and large forward partnership, the two. And we've got to be careful about Alvarez. He can score literally from anywhere with the quality, the ball striking he does possess. Well, there is a Manchester City side today for our Champions League tie. The Atleti side will be lined up pretty soon. So Jan Oblak will start in goal for them. It's Rafa Guerreiro and Molina in the wide fullback areas. It is Axel Witsel partnering Romain Lenormand in the back line. Marcos Llorente partners Barrios with Lino on the left, Gallagher on the right. It's Alvarez and Sorloth up top. Nico through to Marmoush. He's cut Atleti opening straight away. Marmoush, he skipped past one. Marmoush, and another one. What a run by Marmoush this is. Marmoush. Omar Marmoush! What a goal by Omar Marmoush. Wow. Straight away, skipping past defenders with ease. What a goal by Omar Marmoush. Absolutely destroys Axel Witsel. So quick and so nimble on the ball. And he just gets going, they can't do anything about it. And off he goes, Marmoush. And what a finish past Jan Oblak. Marmoush opens the scoring. 1-0 Manchester City. He's scored 4 now in 2 Champions League matches. A hat-trick against Leverkusen, he's fantastic. And he seems to really step up on these Champions League nights at the Etihad, Omar Marmoush. Across the field here towards Rodri. Marmoush dropping into that space again. Then he plays Haaland. Haaland's in now. Erling Haaland for 2-0 Manchester City. City running right against Atletico Madrid. 2-0 like that. Marmoush in the false 9 is a cheat code in the Champions League. And he's done it again here. Drops into the pocket. Sets up Haaland. And Haaland makes no mistake, 2-0. What a finish from Erling Haaland. What a ball by Omar Marmoush. What a bit of play by City. 2-0 after 8 minutes now. It went similarly against Leverkusen, didn't it, this game? And then back into Cambiasso. Into Marmoush. And on to Phil Foden. And Phil Foden to make it 3-0 Manchester City. What a performance the Champions League this is. We were poor against Leverkusen defensively. We've solidified ourselves a little bit. But 3-0 here. Xavi involved, Cambiasso involved. So good attacking football from City. In towards Foden, one touch, bang. Bottom corner pass, Jan Oblak. 3-0 City, Foden the score sheet as well. Marmoush, 2 goals and a goal and 2 assists today. He is going to be a special player, Marmoush. He is a special player. And talking about who's going to overtake, take over from Mo Salah's mantle. He had a really shaky start to the season. Just picking up a little bit. Simons. Fullback has no idea what to do with Xavi here. And here is Xavi. And Xavi inside. And Xavi wants to go for goal himself. And Xavi scores himself. He has come alive since Anfield. 4-0 City before even half-time here. Wow. What a performance by Manchester City at the Etihad. Diego Simeone's quarter-finals of last season are being absolutely torn apart here by Pep Guardiola's team. Simons cuts inside. Can't get anywhere near him. Hits it true, and hits it into the back of the net for Manchester City to make it 4. What a performance by Manchester City. City 4, Atleti 0. The challenge from behind on Haaland there. Nico wins it back for City, and back towards Cambiasso. Back to Vardy, on to Diaz. City make silly mistakes. Have we done another one here? Costa's out there. Frimpong lumps it away. Nico gets a foot on it. Cambiasso, good challenge. And that is half time. We do keep 4-0 up. Big mistake by Cambiasso, but he makes up for it. Costa saves us. And we're 4-0 up at half time. Come on, let's get a keep a clean sheet as well. Ring on to Xavi, who's drifting inside here. Into Haaland. Right to Cambiasso. Cambiasso into Marmoush. Across that near post. Marmoush. Cambiasso. Rodri. Rodri hits one. Jan Oblak makes the save. Foden on the rebound. Just can't get there. And Barrios does get it away. City have dropped off in this second half, certainly. Rodri, what a challenge. Forward to Phil Foden. Oh, that's a late one there by Axel Witsel and Phil Foden. It's got to be a yellow card for the Belgian. Flying in. You're lucky it's just a yellow with that kind of challenge. Very nasty. Nico. Xavi Simons. Xavi Simons. Marmoush. Back to Xavi. Xavi Simons. Xavi Simons! Locked away and behind for a corner. Xavi will get there. Takes it down. Into Marmoush. Foden. Haaland again! 5-0 City. Haaland again. Foden the assist. We have run riot today at the Etihad. And at 5 we're going to make changes now. Probably get a lot of the first team players off. Get them rested. That is a fantastic performance by Manchester City. All around. Marmoush in towards Foden. Sets up Haaland. Comes round it with a shot. Across Jan Oblak for 5-0. Brilliant performance by Manchester City. Alvarez. There's Cambiasso and Nico. And Rodri as well in that midfield. Neither can win it back off him. Llorente. It's that wide area. Llorente. Past Cambiasso, wrong side of him. Across the far post. Lino on the volley in. Lino wide of the post. And here come all 5 substitutions down for City. Frimpong is off. Cambiasso, Simons, Marmoush and Rodri. Wharton, Ejire, McAtee, O'Reilly. Lots of change for the City side here. Idle's going for that. He's going to win it. Wharton around the corner to Foden. McAtee. Back through to Foden here. Haaland's in for the hat-trick. Haaland's in for the hat-trick here. Haaland gets the hat-trick. 6-0. Wow. This is more like the Manchester City we wanted this season. The Anfield game. I feel like that's been a bit of a turning point. 6-0. I mean, we struggled against Sunderland. McAtee into Foden. Fires it into Erling Haaland. Again, it's first time he hits it. Leathers it into the top corner. It seems to be the harder chances he scores. I mean, he scored some amazing goals for us, Haaland. But it's always the more difficult chances he's scoring. Brian Brobby comes on for them. Phil Foden for City. Foden. Foden, brilliant. Foden. Foden. McAtee blocked away as he looked for 7 here in the Champions League, Manchester City. We've been relentless. Ejire in. Cleared away. McAtee. Ejire. Crossing again. Blocked away by Atleti. Full-time whistle goes. We end the episode with a massive 6-0 trouncing Atletico Madrid. Haaland gets a hat-trick. Marmoush, unbelievable. The full-back's fantastic. The midfield, amazing. Everything just seemed to click in that game. Maybe attacking full-backs, inside wingers is the way. Thanks for watching. Please like the video if you haven't already. Please do subscribe to the channel if you are new. Consider joining the We Ask the Members Club for early access and extended episodes. What a performance that is. Maybe we're starting to work now. We'll see you guys next time.